Well, welcome to our Tuesday night class on outdoor essentials. I am super excited. I am Julie Gremitz. I'm here with the lovely Glenda Robichaux, and we are talk to you a little bit about what we love about outdoor use of essential oils. Glenda, do you want to take us away?
Yes. So I love this little picture. That's me and Julie sitting on a log, enjoying the outdoors. But my name is Glenda Robichaux, and I've been with doTERRA for over 12 years, and I am just so incredibly grateful for these products that have changed my life. I have a little bit of some allergies and stuff going on today, but so grateful for my oils because I've used a lot of them today. And just really happy to kind of share some really fun ways to use the oils outdoors this summer.
So today we're going to be talking a couple topics here. We've got sun care, we've got oils for dealing with bugs and pests, helping your pets enjoy the outside more, and then a couple little gardening tips to finish us off.
And a few other things we snuck in along the way.
Of course, as it is.
Speaking of seasonal threats, so perhaps when everything starts blooming, your body starts talking to you in different ways. And we have some amazing products for that. So lemon, lavender, and peppermint, when combined, just equal parts of each, you can put those in a diffuser. You could put them in a little gel capsule and take it like nature's antihistamine. You can drink them in water. You could do like a little shot glass of water and a couple drops of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. It does magic. And then another great thing to do is to diffuse Breathe. That's one of our respiratory blends. So perhaps if you find your airways being compromised, that's a great one. And then also doTERRA has Tri-Ease soft gels, where they've actually kind of taken all the work out of it. It's a soft gel that contains lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So you don't even have to mess with putting it in a capsule yourself. But they work fabulously.
I've heard from people that have tried the Tri-Ease and have made it themselves, and they really do appreciate the Tri-Ease over making it yourself. So, if all you have is lemon, lavender, and peppermint, absolutely give it a shot. But if you're looking for something brand new, I would highly encourage you to grab that Tri-Ease because it's super easy to use.
I'll say the reverse too. I've been somewhere where I've only had the soft gel, and if you need the oil in a pinch, you can just poke the soft gel and squeeze the oil out too. So goes both ways.
Handy tricks.
Yeah.
So if you have been like me, I cannot seem to get enough of being outside in the sunshine. I actually took some time today and hit the golf course with my dad, and am super excited that we have so much amazing sunshine right now, but it's important to be mindful of citrus oils in the sun. So often people are like, I put lemon, lavender, peppermint on my chest to help with the pollen, and I ended up with this burn here. What you have to recognize is sometimes our citrus oils can be photosensitizing. Now, it's not for everybody. It's just for some people, but if you are in that category, you certainly do not want to be caught with that citrus oil on your skin. So the general rule of thumb is 12 hours from topical application to going out and hanging out in the sunshine. Now, chances are you're not going to get stuck if you are walking from your house to your car. But if you're out doing yard work or gardening or watching a ball game or whatever, I highly encourage you, grab that umbrella, slather on extra sunscreen, or just skip that citrus oil on your skin altogether until the evening time. So I'm going to encourage you to check out the labels of your blends. Your favorite blends may also have some citrus oils in them that may be photosensitizing as well. So just pay attention there.
Always a good reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of sun, oh man, last summer, doTERRA gifted us with a sun care line, and it's incredible. What you don't want is sunscreens that have chemicals in them Because what they do is they absorb the UV rays and require about 20 minutes to become effective. And by that point, it's kind of some of it's entering into your bloodstream. And so they're potentially increasing the toxic load that you're putting on your body. And certain active ingredients in those sunscreen products can also trigger allergic reactions and raise other problems. What we do want is we want a mineral sunscreen. That's my dog in the background, sorry. A mineral sunscreen which creates a physical barrier to reflect the UV rays for broad spectrum protection. It doesn't degrade when exposed to UV rays and is immediately effective. You want ingredients like zinc oxide, which is generally recognized as safe for all skin types. And on our next slide, I'll show you all the products we have now. We have a face and body stick. That's my personal favorite. We have a body spray where you just, spray it on and rub it in. Then one of our, then we have a face moisturizer that just came out this month, last month, this month.
This month.
And that's for like daily use that you can wear under makeup and things. And then we have the face and body lotion if you like more of the lotion. But then there's also an after sun spray that is just really nice and nourishing to the skin. And our sun care line is reef safe, meaning that if you go into the oceans, you're not affecting the environment. It's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. And then it also contains shea and cocoa butter to help nourish and moisturize the skin, along with, of course, essential oils.
I'm super excited. Honestly, I have been a little hesitant to get my order out this month. Not for any reason other than my credit card expired. So watch out for your credit card expiring because that can absolutely hinder your order date going out on time. But if you are like me, and you are going to totally take advantage of the fact that my credit card going out on time is going to get me the BOGO tomorrow bonus. So I'm super excited because I'm going to pop this facial care on and get the Sunny BOGO as well. So starting tomorrow until the 27th or until their supplies last, they're actually doing BOGO items on the sun care. Now, of course, it's not going to be on the brand new item because why would they do that? But what an awesome time to stock up on some of the other things that you have as well. So the brand new face cream that they have is not only good for being outside, but also being in front of the blue light that your computer might bring about. So if you are one that tends to be working on the computer for more than you want to during the day, grab your face, the doTERRA Sun Face Cream, and it'll help with that blue light there as well. So the Sunny BOGO here, you can buy a sun face and get a body stick or a sun body spray and get the after sun spray for free. Now, if you're like me and you said, I'm going to grab for the very first time that we were out in the sun, I'm going to grab my sunscreen and bring it to the park with me. Well, I forgot what color the sunscreen was. And I brought my after sun care to the park instead. So I got a little extra crispy, but I will tell you, having the after sun care in lieu of the sunscreen was definitely better than nothing. And it definitely helped with the after effects as well. So if you don't have both, I'm just going to encourage you to get both. But if you don't have both, the after sun care is really great in how your skin feels afterwards.
And when I was putting the slides together, I was going to put a recipe for what my after sun care spray was, but I kind of left it out since we've got this beautiful product now. But just as a side note, if you did want to make something up quick, if you order it and you're waiting for it to arrive, shipping, equal parts lavender and peppermint and some coconut oil in a spray bottle work really nice too for soothing and cooling down the skin if you've gotten too much sun.
Yeah, and I think that's part of what's in this formula too, right?
I want to say there's helichrysum in there as well, I think.
And copaiba.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, some really great ones to help with that skin soothing component.
Mhm.
So we live in Minnesota. What do we have? We have what my dad calls as the state bird. It's the mosquito.
I almost wrote that on there.
Totally is. So fortunately, we do have some awesome oils to help manage the creepy crawlies. So Terra Shield is an oil blend that doTERRA put together to help with the mosquitoes. And you can either buy it in the 15 ml that you can put into a diffuser, which I love to do when I'm out and having dinner on my patio. I love to put a diffuser out there with the Terra Shield, or you could do the spray of the Terra Shield. And sometimes because we do live in Minnesota and the mosquito is our state bird, we like to really pump that oil blend up a little bit more.
Mhm.
So you can use citronella, you could use lemon eucalyptus, you could add peppermint or arborvitae and really help to spike that bug content up there.
And
Now,
oh,
go ahead.
well, I was gonna say our Terra Shield, when you look at the bottle, it says repellent blend on it because it was approved by I forget what agency. I don't remember. But anyway, the fact that we can say it's repellent, that's a big deal. It's a huge deal. It's amazing. But yeah, lemon eucalyptus would be my go-to to add in there because that one has had lots of research about how mosquitoes really don't like that one.
Yep. And you know what I like about lemon eucalyptus is it also has some good benefits like a lemongrass does. So if you are one that is active and needs a little extra assistance for your ligaments, that lemon eucalyptus is going to be helpful for your ligaments as well. So add a little coconut oil, rub it on your ligaments, and repel the mosquitoes too.
And
So,
then oh, go ahead, dear.
oh, I was going to just talk about our tick spray here, but if you want to talk about our tick spray, go right ahead.
Taking the words right out of your mouth. I was just gonna give a shout out. I've made spray bottles up of this last summer and I was digging them out the other day because I've already found a tick on me this year. And I love this and I keep it in my purse. But I just do a little spray bottle and 20 drops of lemongrass, 20 drops of eucalyptus, and the rest is distilled water. And because it's water, Terra Shield is in a fractionated coconut oil base. So if you were to just kind of spray it all over, might leave spots because of the coconut oil in there. But having the oils just with the water, I like to spray that all over my clothes. So especially if I'm going hiking, I spray it on my shoes, my ankles. It's safe for the animals, so I usually kind of give my dogs a couple of spurts before we go walking as well.
And I'm going to skip ahead to this guy here and I'll pop back to the other one, but this is a fabulous flea and tick spray for the dogs. Now, I don't know how you put it on your dog, but we typically actually make a soak in which we soak one of the nylon collars. And so we soak the nylon collar overnight and then let it dry and then stick that on her. And it typically lasts about 30 days. So we do that a couple, 3 or 4 times over the summer, and it tends to be really effective for her.
In this recipe here.
We do the lemongrass, eucalyptus, Terra Shield. I think I add in geranium as well, and the arborvitae.
Nice. Very nice. I have not done that. I usually just kind of either spray my hands and rub the dog down or spray it on them, but sometimes they don't like being sprayed.
Yeah, dogs get a little fickle.
Uh-huh.
So a couple other oils for specific bugs and creepy crawlies. So arborvitae, like we talked about before, is fabulous for just about everything. If you're dealing with flies, basil is a good choice for you. Bud bugs and fleas, you can grab cedar wood. In fact, so my mother-in-law used to travel for a living and she would bring a spritzer bottle with cedar wood and she would spray down the mattress every time she got into a new hotel because you don't want to take anything home with you. Eucalyptus is good for flies and roaches. Geranium is fabulous again for the ticks. Lavender is good for fleas, flies, ticks, mosquitoes, and moths. Lemongrass is good for chiggers, fleas, mosquitoes, ticks. Patchouli is great for gnats, black flies, and snails. Peppermint is good for ants, aphids, beetles, moths, plant lice, and spiders. And then sandalwood is good for aphids, weevils, and then thyme, we've got beetles, chiggers, cutworms, and ticks. And white fir, or I would say Siberian fir, for our aphids, snails, and slugs.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And in the event that you do get bit, the oils help to stop the itch. Sometimes I will just grab whatever oil is sitting around because most of the oils are calming. But I also in the summertime make up little roller balls. So you can either do a spray bottle or a roller ball. But lavender, frankincense, and melaleuca with some witch hazel, you can pop in a spray bottle, or lavender and peppermint. Could also add just a little bit of melaleuca or tea tree, tea tree to the lavender and peppermint too. Some coconut oil or purify. Another thing that I've used is, thanks to my mama who's on here, is she's told me that sometimes when she gets bit, she will just spray some Terra Shield on actually, and that kind of helps calm it down too. Basil's another good one to stop the itch. So it might just be a little bit of experimenting to find what the magic is for you. But these are some ideas to get you started.
Well, and part of it is what do you have on hand,
True.
right?
Yep.
Because so often we think about, well, I don't have that one oil. Well, the cool thing about essential oils is they typically have a pretty diverse chemistry to them. And so you can absolutely use something like geranium instead of lavender because it's going to have some of the good skin purifying oils and it's going to help be calming to the skin as well. So there's a lot of different options. And I would encourage you, if you don't have what's on our list, grab what you have. Because one of the cool things about essential oils is the majority of them have some antimicrobial effects to them. So if nothing else, they will help from the bacteria that is on your fingernails, from how it affects your skin.
Something else I just thought of that I didn't put in here is bee stings. And a couple summers ago, my husband was going out to the shed to get the mower out, and he got stung on the back of each shoulder blade. And I mean, those popped up really quick. And we put blue tansy on them. Blue tansy is really good for bee stings, or purify. I think we used both of them actually. But just another thought.
Glenda, you made me think of too. I'm experimenting with my bee wasp stuff. The jury's still out. It was geranium, clove, and lemongrass, and I used my diffuser on my deck. I'm not sure how well it's keeping them away, but I'm still experimenting with keeping the wasps away because we definitely have big ones around here. So we'll see.
And another idea too is you can spray your screen too, like the screen coming into the house. That might be another thought too. I mean, it's something you'd have to kind of do maybe once a day. It's not like a one and done, but
I did do a spray bottle and wipe down because it's dirty anyway. I did a spray bottle of that. I think I might have put in peppermint or something else and sprayed down the table and chairs. I think the hard thing is it seems to have to be really strong, like when I spray it on there, because it dissipates really fast. So again, jury's out. I will let you know the results of my experimentation.
Fingers crossed.
Well, and some of the things about spraying too is you may want to think about adding in like some dish soap. or something like that, that's going to have a little bit more stick-to-itiveness,
Mhm.
Mm,
right? That'll hold that essential oil to the screen or the bottom of the tint or whatever it is.
I'll try anything at this point.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So we've got some fun ways to stay cool this summer. So all of our oils that are in the mint family will help you in cooling down, whether it's topically or internally. This is one of my favorite things to do with clients of mine that come in all hot and sweaty. I've got a lot of people that either walk here from the neighborhood or bike here, and they'll come in and they're apologize for being all sweaty, which, I'm touching you. That's cool. So I will oftentimes put together a little bowl of water with a drop of peppermint and give a little sponge bath along the extremities to just help cool them off, help them feel a little bit more comfortable. But you can do either that kind of a topical with a cloth. You can make yourself a peppermint cooling spray. When we did a trip to Jamaica, we went to a boys' home in Jamaica in June, and they did not have any air conditioning or anything. And so this was my contribution, is I brought my peppermint oil bottle and a couple of bottles of empty spray bottles. And so we filled them up with water and essential oil, and everybody had this awesome topical spray that they were able to just cool themselves down with. So not only can peppermint be fabulous externally, but also paying attention to utilizing internal opportunities to cool you down. So another fun story is my youngest was playing donkey. Miss Glenda got to see this. It was so awesome. So she was playing donkey in the High School Musical Shrek, and full donkey uniform, right? Just full costume. And she was coming home after her dress rehearsal, hot and bothered and just really irritable, and she was overheating in this donkey uniform, in this donkey costume. And so I sent her to school with a water bottle that had 1 drop basil, 2 drops tangerine in it, my magic recipe. And she comes home afterwards and she goes, "What kind of witchcraft did you put in my water? Because that was amazing." So I absolutely have to put a little shout out. If you are one that tends to get overheated in the summertime, take your glass or high quality stainless steel water bottle and utilize our basil, our spearmint, our peppermint, our supermint, even patchouli is in that mint family and can help to cool you down in the summertime.
and that was 1 drop basil, 2 drops tangerine?
That's what I like. Yep. 1 drop basil, 2 drops tangerine. I've played around with different citrus oils too. So you could do grapefruit or wild orange or mandarin or whatever you have.
Well, I know when you were at my house last, you made that and it tastes delicious. It was fabulous.
Yes. Well, and basil is so good for helping the adrenals too. So if
Mm.
you're finding yourself like burning the candle at both ends, that basil can be a really great opportunity for that too.
Yep.
Okay, so a couple little gardening tips. So I do like to garden. I am not a master gardener at all, but I like to play in the dirt. And a couple of things that I've discovered, these are not necessarily essential oil tips, but they're green thumb tips in the natural world. So often we've been conditioned to reach for the chemical crap that is on the shelf. And unfortunately, it really affects our microbiome in not only our bodies, but the microbiome of our world. And not only does it affect us, it affects our fish and our plants and everything. So the more natural route you can go, the better. fun little weed killer that I found is a blend of 1 cup salt, 1 tablespoon dish soap. Again, that dish soap has that stick-to-itiveness nature, and then a gallon of vinegar. And they've actually got, you can get your white vinegar from the grocery store, but they also have a higher concentrate of vinegar that you can get that is far more effective for dealing with these unwanted weeds. But they are non-discriminant. So just pay attention to the fact that if you spray it all over everything, it will kill everything. So
Including if it leaks on concrete, it will eat through your concrete.
hello. Okay. So pay attention.
That's how I've used it. I bought one of those sprayer jugs at Menards.
Mhm.
And I put this stuff in there and used the little spray hose and got in between all the cracks where
Mhm.
things like to grow.
Yes.
And again, ours leaked. So it's not like we didn't spray it in because we use vinegar as well, because we have a lake and we can't use any chemicals because it'll go right into the lake. So we have to be natural about it. So we use vinegar for ours. And but again, this one leaked out of that canister that we bought and all over our garage floor, and it ate it. So
Now, were you using the higher concentrated vinegar?
I don't know. The Hubs bought it. It could be.
I'm guessing so, just because.
Yeah.
Where does one buy higher concentrated vinegar? I've
Um,
never heard of
The
this.
Evil Amazon is a great place to get it. You can also go to like your Tractor Supply store or Fleet Farm and probably get something like that.
Interesting.
Assuming
Like-
ours was high concentrate, it was Amazon. So.
Yeah. But the Costco typically has I do buy the white vinegar from the Costco in like the big giant jug because I add it to my laundry.
Mhm.
It is my laundry softener. So, and my cleaner and all that other stuff.
Ditto.
So, fun little natural critter repellent. So, there is a component called diatomaceous earth. It comes in a powder form. And if you are one that's concerned about critters getting into your home or digging into your plants, diatomaceous earth is fabulous. It's all natural, great for the plants. It is something that you will need to replace after it rains. So if you're wanting to go this natural route, it takes a little bit more effort. But I like to add a little peppermint oil and or cayenne pepper to that as well to give it a little extra boost, because rodents do not like diatomaceous earth. They don't like peppermint oil and they don't like cayenne pepper. So bonus, I like to throw all 3 in there because I do not like my rodents in the things that I don't want them in. So a couple little things that you can throw in if you are fighting spiders: peppermint, basil, cinnamon, cedarwood, wild orange. If you're fighting aphids, one of the things I have done is I've made an aphid spray, and I have a big, tall, well, you can see it. This guy here, I'm in my sunroom. See this guy plant? This guy plant is all the way to my ceiling. And he has attracted aphids. And so unfortunately, I have had to go and spray down with this little aphid spray and some dish soap. You have to get every leaf, which is kind of a pain in the butt, especially when it's that tall. But what aphids don't like is rosemary, cedarwood, basil, peppermint, and clove. So that's super helpful. Ants don't like rosemary, wild orange, peppermint, and clove. Mosquitoes, we have lemongrass, cedarwood, cinnamon, clove, geranium, and lemon eucalyptus. Beetles don't like rosemary, cedarwood, thyme, and peppermint. Slugs don't like cedarwood or rosemary. Caterpillars don't like cedarwood, peppermint, or wild orange. So some fun things that you can utilize in your garden. And that's it. That's what we got for you. Thanks for coming to our class.
Was a little bit of an abrupt ending there.
A little bit. That's all right. Well, I'm just really happy that you guys have taken some time and that you are excited as I am to enjoy the outdoors in a more natural realm, because I think so often, like I said, we're so conditioned to reach for that DEET to cover your skin or those chemicals to protect you from the sun. And there is a better way. And when you have the knowledge that there is a better way, the freedom to choose the better way, and the opportunities out there that are effective, I know that you can make a better impact in your physical world and the world of your families. So thank you. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Kate's
And
got
we
a
will,
question. Do any of the mosquito repelling oils have a bad effect for birds?
Smart.
Thinking about using oils in or around the bird bath.
oh, I don't know.
That is a great question that
Very
I would need to
clever.
research.
Let me
guess I
know
would
too.
not, I wouldn't put oils in the bird bath.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, because you certainly wouldn't want them drinking them, right?
mhm.
Or bathing in them. Well, because again, when we think about putting oils on our animals, we have to think about how concentrated they are, right? And how even with a newborn baby, having like 1 drop in 10 milliliters of essential oil is the proper dilution. So a newborn baby is what, 6 pounds, and a bird is like 2 ounces. So I don't know that I would. I am not a vet, and I know that there are other people out there with more information than I am that utilize essential oils with birds, but I don't know that I would necessarily feel good about putting them inside the bird bath.
And Kate, I have a book that I think addresses birds. I'll take a look at that and get back to you.